up, guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be reacting to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. We're going to be discussing a lot about the January transfer window and how Barcelona must bring in a winger and a striker. And right now we are in a two-horse race for the signing of Karim Adeyemi. We're going to give you guys some updates about Sterling, Hakim, Ziyech, Timo, Werner coming in as well. But a sign that we will not make in January is midfielders. Xavi has said no to all midfielders. Donny, Beek, Renato, Sanches, Thiago. He said no to all of them. All he wants is a winger and a forward. But of course, to make those signings, there's going to have to be exits. Barcelona looking to get rid of Luke de Jong, maybe Coutinho, Samuel Umtiti, and maybe even Yusuf Demir. And lastly, we're going to discuss about Pedri winning the Golden Boy award and how Bayern Munich are very, very interested in him and are willing to break so many records in order to sign him for Bayern Munich. But before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. Let's try to get to 200 likes in this video. It'll be very much appreciated. And also make sure you hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already. And let's get into it. Let's start off with the transfer news over the past 24 hours. Now, the first players we've been linked to, of course, are forwards, because right now the priority at the club is to bring in at least 2 forwards in the January transfer window. It's coming in from Candacer. They've come out saying that Barcelona are aware that they don't have a goal scorer and all the available money should be invested in signing a striker. The sports management is attending to the situation of players who are out of contract soon. Let's now go through all the forwards we've been linked to over the past 24 hours. Firstly is Karim Adeyemi coming in from Sports 1. They've come out saying that Bayern Munich have shown interest in Karim Adeyemi, but it's very unlikely that the deal will be happening with them. They consider him too expensive and they don't really need a forward at the moment. Barcelona and Borussia Dortmund are the best place to sign him again. This would be a summer transfer, not a January transfer. And again, I think we should be doing this 100%, secure that deal for the summer. Right now, we're in a two-horse race with Borussia Dortmund. They are offering more money in terms of salary to Karim Adeyemi, but Karim Adeyemi is dreaming of Barcelona. If we both offer the same amount of money, he would pick Barcelona every single day of the week. But right now, it's going to be a tough decision for him. We'll see what he decides over the next few weeks. But again, this will be a summer signing. But a January signing could be Raheem Sterling. Now, ESPN, Samuel Marsden, and Moisés, they've come out saying that Barcelona are keen on Raheem Sterling. But however, the cost of the operation and Man City's reluctant to let him leave without a buy obligation for Barcelona makes any deal complicated. Fabrizio Romano came out back in that statement saying Man City know about Barcelona's interest in Raheem Sterling, but they made it clear that they will not let him leave on loan plus a buy option because his contract ends in 2023. Man City are very clear, big money or no deal. So I don't think this deal will happen now. They want a loan with a buy obligation or a straight up transfer. They don't want no loan with a buy option because the contract expires in June 2023. This would be the perfect, and I mean the absolute perfect signing in January, but it's not going to happen. We just don't have the money. We don't have the cap space. We don't have the wage margin. We have nothing. Sterling right now is, would be a perfect option. Unless Man City can budge with that buy option, I don't think this deal will happen. But of course, when negotiation starts in January, we'll wait and see what happens. Now, Samuel Marsden, Moisés, and ESPN have also come out saying that Chelsea duo Hakim, Ziyech, and Timo Werner have emerged as alternatives to Raheem Sterling for Barcelona to sign in the January transfer window. Barcelona's ability to make any signing mid-season will depend on them being able to free up some money. So they are scouting the market for players who could arrive on loan at first. Barcelona will target players who are not playing regular elsewhere. They are prepared to include an option to make the deal permanent, but don't want it to be an obligation. Ziyech and Werner, therefore, have emerged as options. The competition for places at Chelsea has seemed to push the fringes of Thomas Tuchel's plans, and Barcelona have asked about the availability of these two players. Xavi's priority is to add width to his attack, but the club's attempt to make any signing are being limited by the financial situation at the club. The arrival of Donny on free transfer and the appointment of Xavi and his backroom staff have pushed Barcelona on the brink of spending the limit of La Liga this season. Barcelona's cap, which includes players' wages and any signing throughout the season, has been fixed at 97 million euros. However, they can spend 25% of any money they save in salaries or make on player exits. Barcelona have other ways to increase their spending limits, such as bringing in a new sponsor to the club, but the club are primarily focused on moving on players who are not part of Xavi's plans to make spaces in the wage bill. So again, Hakim, Ziyech, Timo, Werner are backup options for Raheem Sterling, and Barcelona have to sell first. Like I said here, the priority right now is to make space on the wage bill, because right now, like Matteo Alemany said during Danny Alves' presentation, there is no room to make any signing, bring in a physio, a player, even to sign me right now. They have no room. So that's gonna be the main priority first, to make room and then go for that signing. But again, now Ziyech and Werner have emerged as options that, back up for Sterling. And I think the club right now, and Xavi as well, prefer Timo Werner, because of course he's actually, he can play on the wing, even though he's a number 9. He's got good pace. Ziyech is kind of, Coutinho 2.0 pretty much. Now, the last striker we've been linked to is the El Said striker, who I'm not even gonna try to pronounce his name, but he emerged as a target for Barcelona. Xavi knows him well, and the Nigerian striker is the top scorer there. But of course, as you probably know, Xavi came out in the press conference before the Benfica game saying, I don't want him. I'm not gonna do any, deals with El Said. Out of respect for them, I'm not gonna sign any of their players. And of course, Miguel came out confirming that statement as well. So right now, the priority in January is Raheem Sterling. If they cannot get that over the line, the two backups right now are Ziyech and Timo Werner. Now, when Ronald Koeman was the manager of Barcelona, we were looking for a powerhouse midfielder, that physical box-to-box midfielder. But with Xavi coming in now, he has ruled out the option of bringing in a midfielder. Xavi said he wants 2 strikers. That's it. No midfielder, no defender, no fullbacks, no goalkeeper. And Sport came out saying that Barcelona technical secretary surveyed about Donny van de Beek's situation, but Xavi Hernandez rejected the operation. He considers that Barcelona don't need any reinforcements in the midfield. Now, another midfielder we rejected was Renato Sanches, and the opportunity to get him back in January. But Renato Sanches also came out confirming that he was about to join Barcelona in the summer, but due to his injury, it didn't happen. He came out saying that if I haven't been injured, I would have signed for Barcelona in this summer. Barcelona and Lille already had an agreement. Now, this is interesting because at the time, we're like, okay, it was clear that Barcelona and Lille were negotiating, but was never, in the final stages. And then he got injured and the deal fell through. And he's saying, look, Lille and Barcelona had an agreement for a loan with an option to buy. And I said yes, and I was going to join Barcelona. And that deal fell through, and they were asked about him again. And Xavi said, no, I do not want Renato Sanchez. But the midfield that we haven't approached is Thiago. Romano came out saying that Barcelona considers Thiago Alcantara as a magnificent player, but they have never contacted Liverpool for a possible return. There are no negotiations ongoing with either Liverpool or Thiago, and again, Xavi does not want a midfielder, so no midfielder signing for now until at least the summer. Let's now discuss the players who have been rumored to leave Barcelona over the past 24 hours. Of course, Barcelona had to do some sales in order to make some signings. The first player is Samuel Umtiti. It's coming in from Sport. They come out saying that Barcelona will be looking for an exit for Samuel Umtiti in the January transfer window. The best thing would be to agree an exit after they fail to reach an agreement for a pay cut, and Barcelona want Umtiti to understand that this is the best scenario for both parties. And that's the big point right here. They have not agreed a wage cut. So Umtiti is sitting his ass on the bench earning $250K every single goddamn week. And this prick does not want to leave the club. I think his contract will expire. I think he'll stay until June 2023 and he'll walk away for free. I mean, we have to get rid of him. Of course, if we can get rid of him, we can bring in basically anyone. Because Raheem Sterling is going to want, 100K a week, maybe 150K a week, and that's still saving 100K a week with getting rid of Umtiti and bringing in a player that you want. So let's hope that we can get rid of him in January, even on a loan. I know Benfica are interested. Let's just send him out there. It's going to be difficult because he does not want to leave. Let's hope Xavi can persuade him. I think the best chance right now is a loan. I don't think we will be able to sell him in January, even if for like a decent price comes in. We'll wait and see. But Umtiti does not want to leave Barcelona. He wants to stay and prove himself. Now, another player who could leave the club, well, not leave, but he is not really a Barcelona player quite yet, is Yusuf Demir. João Ramiro came out saying that barring an unexpected turn, the club will not buy Yusuf Demir as of right now. The recent inclusion of Ilyas and Abdi have made the choice even easier. Now, of course, he came on, he played against Benfica yesterday. He did pretty well overall. Good first half, crap second half. He looks like he will get some minutes under Xavi. But at this current moment, the club are not planning to buy him. Of course, execute that 10 million euro option in his loan deal, and that of course will save Barcelona a lot of money, because when he first came in preseason, we're like, yep, we're buying him 100%. So that's 10 million out of the wage deal, out of the transfer budget for Barcelona, or you have to take that into consideration. But now it's looking like we will not buy him unless he turns into freaking young Lionel Messi over the next few months. Wait and see on that. But as of right now, the club are not planning on buying Yusuf Demir. Let's now discuss some contract renewal updates around the first team at at Barcelona. Firstly, on the most advanced contract renewal, and that is the contract renewal of Pablo Gavi. Is coming in from Romano. He's come out saying negotiations are in the final stages to extend Pablo Gavi's contract, and Barcelona are relaxed and convinced that Gavi will extend his contract. Again, only the final signature is missing right now. Hopefully this deal can get done in the next week or so, but of course games are coming in thick and fast. There's not really time to make him have a contract renewal announcement and signing. But again, it's in the final stages. We've heard reports about Chelsea coming in to repay his release clause. It will not be the case. He will be staying at Barcelona and renewing his contract. Next up is Ronaldo, again coming in from Romano. He's come out saying that Barcelona are preparing their proposal to extend Ronaldo's contract, that it will take some time to enter the final stages of the negotiations. So again, we're just starting now with Ronaldo. We just finished up Pablo Gavi, and of course, next will be Ousmane Dembele, and then Araujo. We're gonna start talking now to his agent, get the deals out, lined out, terms, conditions, variables, bonuses, all that sort of stuff. So it's just starting out with Araujo, but again, the club are very optimistic. He wants him to stay. He wants to stay as well. Should not be a problem similar to Pablo Gavi. But the problem comes in with Ousmane Dembele. Fernando Polo from Mundo Deportivo came out saying that doubts are beginning to rise at Barcelona regarding Dembele's continuation. Barcelona feel that he wants to continue, but his agent is delaying the renewal by giving several excuses. He can negotiate freely with any other club as of June the 1st. So we're still in the same situation with Ousmane Dembele. He wants to stay. The club want him to stay, but his freaking agent is dragging on this deal. And also, Fabrizio Romano came out confirming this, saying that it's so weird, the situation, because the deal just keeps getting dragged on. The agent is not really interested in signing with Barcelona. We'll wait and see. He's gonna get a lot of chances now with under Xavi. He played yesterday against Benfica, did very well, give us that spark and that flair in the game. He's gonna be very important for Barcelona, and the club really want to tie him down to a new deal, even a short-term deal, 3 years, 2 years. They just want to tie him down. They don't have to worry about him in the summer, and of course, losing a 120 million transfer fee for him if he walks out the door for free. We'll wait and see. And right now, the club are not gonna sell him in January. By the way, if we do go into January, he does not renew his contract. We need him so badly that the club will not sell him at that point. So we'll wait and see. We have to prepare for the negotiation of Ousmane Dembele, because right now it's still at a 50-50. Now, the final topic that I want to discuss before I end off this video is about Pedri. Now, of course, Pedri on, I think, Monday, so of course a few days ago, was announced as the Golden Boy winner, the best under 21 player in the world. Out of the 40 journalists who voted for the 2021 Golden Boy Award, 24 of them placed Pedri as first place, 9 as second, and 3 as third. And Pedri finished with a total of 318 points, 199 points more than second place Jude Bellingham. And never in the history of the Golden Boy Award has there been such a gigantic gap. So congrats to Pedri there. Of course, I think the gala, the presentation is going to be on December the 13th. He'll go there, collect his award. And of course, there will be the Kappa Award, I think, next week during the Ballon d'Or presentation for France. He is on course to win that, but it's not 100% guaranteed right now. After he won this award, there were a lot of interest coming out from DRS, saying that Bayern Munich love Pedri and are willing to increase the salary which he earns at Barcelona by ×4. In addition, Bayern Munich want to offer more than 80 million euros to Barcelona, which would make him the biggest signing in Bundesliga history. Pay his release clause. That's all I gotta say. You want Pedri? Pay his release clause. Give me 1 billion euros. He's all yours. Talking about 80 million euros. We just tied him down, no worries. Of course, these reports are not really, too reliable. We know for a fact that Bayern Munich have loved Pedri since, back during the pandemic in 2020. They offered what I think Barcelona double what they paid, and Bartomeu said no, and rightfully so. Bayern Munich can be interested all they want. Pedri is our player. He will be staying. He is the future of this club. Again, the only way Pedri leaves the club is if they pay his release clause, which is, of course, 1 billion euros. So that was my reaction to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and of course, leave me your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discussed. The main thing I want to know, firstly, about the January transfer window. Who do you think will sell? Who do you think will bring in? How many people do you think will bring in? How many people do you think will sell? All that sort of stuff. Secondly, do you think will be Dortmund in the race for Karim Adeyemi? And lastly, would you sell Pedri to Bayern Munich for 1 billion euros? Let me know down in the comments below. And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care, and Forza Barca.
Yeah.